Welcome to the Cat Protection Society Perfect Podcast, a podcast developed for cat-loving humans who want to ensure their cat has a happy, healthy, safe and enriched 9 lives, and to celebrate just how amazing cats are as companion animals. Hi, today I'm joined by Natalya Dundovich from ND Animal Behaviour Consulting, having a chat about some free tips on how you can modify behavioural challenges in your cat. Natalya, do you want to just tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Rach.
Thank you.
I am a pet trainer and a behaviour consultant from Melbourne, Australia. I help people with their cats, dogs, parrots and other small pets when they're having really complicated behaviour problems or wanting to do some training with them.
Great, thank you for joining us. So let's have a chat. What are some of the common signs of stress in cats, and how can cat owners identify that their cat is stressed?
So some of the overt signs that we would notice might be fearful behaviours, like spending a lot of time hiding and avoiding. You might also see aggressive behaviours, whether that's directed at the humans or other pets in the house or animals outside of the property as well. And then I guess another common one that we see is toileting outside of the litter box in places that we would call unwanted.
Okay. So what are some of the common misconceptions with regards to cats' behaviour that may be mistaken for their being naughty when it's actually a sign of stress or anxiety?
This is a really good question because as a general rule, I would say that there are no naughty cats.
Okay.
So I would say that when we're seeing behaviours that are really causing an issue for us, there's one of two things going wrong. Either the cat is feeling stressed in some way or not having their needs met or the environment set up correctly for them, or maybe we've got some unrealistic expectations about how a cat should be, because cats are cats. Cats are not humans.
Yep. Okay. On the flip side, what are some of the behaviours or signs that indicate that your cat is happy and content?
This will be slightly different for every personality, but as a general rule, you're going to look at their functioning behaviours. So are they eating well and regularly? Are they drinking? Do they use their litter box and toilet with ease without any major issues? Do they use the scratching items that you provide for them? Do they engage in their environment, playing with objects, looking out the window at the different birds that are going past, and are they seeking social interaction with the humans or any other animals in the household?
Okay. So what are some of the common sources of stress in cats?
I think we see a lot of stressed cats in homes now because they're not having their basic needs met. So the environment isn't set up in the best way for them. Maybe they don't have access to some of the really critical things that they need to do to be normal cats, like hunting and stalking outlets. And that could be through play or through the way that we feed them or through safe outdoor time. I think as well, a lot of cats now are expected to cope with several other animals in the home environment, not just humans. As a general rule, cats tend to be solitary creatures, even though they're highly adaptable. So they can learn to cohabitate with other cats, but it can be difficult to share that territory with one or even more other cats, especially if that environment hasn't been set up to ensure that it's suitable for each individual. And then on top of that, we ask them to live with other species like predators such as dogs, but maybe also prey like little birds, rabbits, guinea pigs, all those kind of pets.
Okay. And have you noticed an increase? I know something we hear a little bit about at the shelter. Obviously, there was a good couple of years where people were home full-time with their animals, and slowly, people are transitioning back into the workforce, and obviously children are at school. Has that presented in some of the cases that you've seen?
I think so, and it can seem to go either direction.
Yep.
Some cats are happy that we're out of the house again. I think a lot of people have reported their cat being a little bit put out by having the humans annoying them so much. And then the other way that it can go is cats can be really distressed, obviously, by that absence or the big change of the routine.
Yeah. Okay. So how can cat owners help a stressed cat?
I always go back to a couple of basic things. The first thing that you can do with your cat is increase the play that they're having every single day. And that can be independent play, and it can include play with you as the human. I wouldn't be expecting pets in the same household to meet the play requirement for each other. So that's something that the humans need to really step up and make happen. And it's really interesting because I'll often go into people's homes and they'll say, my cat's never played in, the 10 years that I've had it. But often we just need to tweak a couple of little things to find the type of play that the cat really likes. So do they enjoy having a tunnel that they can ambush a toy at the other end of? Do they enjoy a flirt pole, like a feather on a stick toy that they can chase and pounce on? Do they like balls that you can throw that they can fetch for you? So a lot of the time it's just tweaking to find the individual's favourite outlet. So play is my number one tip, and that has to happen multiple times every day.
Yeah.
So my general rule is 3 5-minute sessions split up throughout the day as a starting point. The second thing we always look at is how we're feeding our cats. So cats are incredible creatures. They spend a lot of their energy budget every day engaged in these hunting, predatory style behaviours. And if they had free access, they'd probably be finding foods or finding prey items to kill, catch and eat throughout the day. So we can mimic that at home by giving them food dispensing toys rather than just putting a bowl of free food down and leaving it 24/7. And what you can do is start with some recycling items that you've got in the bin already. So things like a toilet paper roll, an egg carton, biscuit boxes, tissue boxes, yogurt tubs, anything like that you think you could hide a little bit of their food in and then encourage them to play to access that food. You'll find that they'll probably be doing that about a dozen times in a 24-hour period.
Okay.
And if they're spending all of that time and energy trying to work out these puzzle activities, there's a lot less energy left over to be feeling frustrated, bored, and pop up in these undesirable behaviours. And then my third suggestion is to learn what kind of social interaction your cat really likes. Because a lot of us get a cat for us, don't we?
Yep.
We want to be able to pat the cat and cuddle and feel calm and relaxed. And a lot of cats really enjoy that. Some cats have a threshold cutoff point where they're like, that's enough touch, no more thanks. And then there are other cats who actually just like to be kind of close to you, hanging out in your zone.
Yep.
So I think if we can learn our individual's personality and respect their differences and respect what they enjoy doing, we're going to see a lot less problems pop up.
Okay, excellent advice. Is there anything that cat owners can do within the home environment to create? Obviously, you've touched on a few of these already, but looking at the house in particular, to minimise stress before it kicks in.
I think we need to make sure that our cats have a safe retreat to go to. And this can look really different, but a lot of cats might have a particular cupboard or a wardrobe that you can put a nice soft bed in that acts as a safe retreat when things are a bit overwhelming. We can also make sure that they've got high places to jump up and retreat to, and that's particularly helpful if you've got young kids in the home or if you've got other pets in the home like dogs. The cats need to have places that they can get away from other family members in. And then as a general rule, making sure that we've got enough stations for things like food, water, scratching, litter boxes, and making sure that we have one per cat plus an extra in a multi-cat home.
Okay. How important is play in relieving or preventing stress? And again, I know we've spoken about it a little.
Yeah, it's essential.
Yeah.
Particularly for cats, when we can light up the pathway in their brain that's seeking out like prey items and practicing those hunting and predatory style behaviours, it's a completely different state of emotion. So it's a much more positive, enjoyable, feel-good place to be, and it's not compatible with feeling fearful, anxious and stressed. So play is absolutely the number one thing to be doing.
Okay. Are there any products that you would recommend helping to manage stress and anxiety in cats if some of your earlier advice isn't working?
Yeah. The two that I really like are a Feliway, which is a pheromone product that you can get through your vet clinic or here at the shelter as well. And the other one is called Zilkene, which is a food supplement. Again, you can speak to your vet about that. and see if it might be suitable for your cat. But both of those products seem to have pretty good results in most cats to help them feel a little bit more secure, help them cope with routine changes, stressful changes, and sometimes even short events like travel, trips in the car to the vet clinic or to the groomer, that kind of thing. So Feliway and Zilkin.
Okay, great. And when should cat owners visit the vet or seek more help?
I think if you are noticing that you're seeing aggressive behaviours in your cat, it would be a lot better to get help sooner rather than later. So I wouldn't leave that too long, especially if you've had conflict between two cats in the household or a cat and another dog.
Yep.
I would be checking in with the vet straight away just to rule out any possible medical factors that could be contributing, like maybe there's pain going on that we don't realise, or maybe the cat's got, something going on with their urinary tract that's making them really irritable and uncomfortable, and that might be a quick fix medically.
Excellent, thank you.
Are you considering welcoming a cat or kitten in need into your heart and home? A visit to the Cat Protection Society of Victoria in Greensborough is a must. They've been helping Victorians find their perfect feline family member for over 75 years. And if you already have a cat and you're simply looking for the very best in veterinary care for your marvellous Moggy, check out their cat-friendly, cat-only vet clinic. To learn more, visit catprotection.com.au.
You can learn more about Natalya at ND Animal Behaviour Consulting and obviously Cat Protection at catprotection.com.au. Thanks, Natalya.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Cat Protection Society Perfect Podcast. Make sure you subscribe to the show in your podcast app so you don't miss an episode. And we'd love if you can share this podcast with any friends, family or colleagues who all love things cats. In the meantime, you can visit our website at www.catprotection.com.au.